The topic for today, as you guys seen, is why is it that a lot of pro soccer players or whatever, even other athletes, once they play pro and then they retire, they literally, go straight to rock bottom.
That steak looks delicious and expensive. You really need a footballer's salary to buy gold steaks from Salt Bay's restaurant. Of course, one of the perks about being a top-level footballer is gaining, well, a lot of money. But one thing you don't hear a lot about is that football careers are pretty short. And when footballers retire, the money dries up fast. But how do footballers go from rich to broke?
And I think the root of this problem is just financial literacy, right? So a lot of players who decide they want to just chase after the dream, most of the time, a lot of players who chase after the dream are trying to use signing a professional soccer contract and move on to the higher leagues as a way to get out of the trenches. Maybe their family isn't in a situation where, they make the most and they don't want to go to school. So they're like, hey, this is a way I can make money and it can take care of everything. Now, I mean, there's nothing wrong with using soccer as a goal to make money and feed your family. But a lot of athletes need to understand that there's a clock that runs in the background. It's not like it's not like a regular job where you can work it for many years, because this is a job that is very straining on the physical body of an athlete versus you learning a skill on the computer that you can do over and over and over and over all the way to your 65, and later, even after retirement, you can still do it. Playing professional football, there's a timeline. So how can we avoid this? So if you're a player who's younger and you're trying to go into the professional world in any sport, even if it's not soccer in this case, you have to be prepared to have a game plan, right? Because you're gonna be receiving income from playing football, right? But what are you gonna do with that? Are you gonna create a side business? You have to branch out. Literally, currently, right now, players who have a side business are making way more money than some of these players that you see on TV, right? If you can think really hard, even Ronaldo comes from brand deals and all these things that don't even involve soccer. Yes, he has his own soccer money that comes in. It is quite a bit. Now, a lot of other players only think it's only possible because Ronaldo is at the top of the game. No, he just focuses on the thing that matter to business owners, to different companies. Now, even if you're in college, you have the ability to branch out to brands and they can start sponsoring you. You have to understand that influence is power. The bigger your influence, the bigger you can build a brand that you can put a business on it that can give you money, even if you decide not to play anymore. And if you look at people like Ronaldinho, who he felt pretty hard. If I were him in his prime, I would have set it up to where, even if I don't play soccer for another day, these set incomes will continue going. Look at Shaq. Shaq is a good example of somebody to follow after. Shaq invested in over, I believe it was 300 companies he invested in. And this was at the peak of his time when he had the most amount of money. He invested in like 300 different startup companies. How many of them survived? Only 150 are still, progressing till today. Even though he lost $150 worth of investment off of those other companies. But now that he doesn't play basketball anymore, those 150 companies that are successful, who knows what returns he got from those. He's probably already covered all his losses and multiplied it. But who knows how much money those companies are making, because he's going to get a percentage every time. And if you're listening to this and you don't understand what I'm saying, let me know in the comment section down below. So maybe I can link a video so you can understand what I mean by him investing in companies and how he makes money from it. But those little things that athletes need to be aware of. I don't care if you didn't go to school. Make sure you, find someone who can help you keep your money alive as long as possible. Because who knows when you're going to run out of taste when you're gonna change your mind that you don't want to play anymore, or when you're gonna break your leg or get an injury that you don't want to play anymore. But you need to have something. You don't want to stop playing soccer and then start from the beginning again, trying to chase a different dream when you could have used soccer as leverage to get you there. I think players, if they're really smart with their money and how they approach things, they can be very successful on the pitch and off the pitch. But if you're not aware of what's going on in your life and what, you know, is given in front of you, you're gonna miss it. So yeah, even if you're watching this video and you're currently a pro athlete, take advantage. All right, this is the time right now when social media is still thriving. You want to leverage this moment and do something with the influence you are given, and it's gonna help you in the long run. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. JodabeniTV is out.
Oh, babe, you might just make me go crazy. Thinking about you like all day. I'ma need you like always. How'd I get messed up like this?